Hey everybody, John Van Dyke here, New Jersey Exposed. Today is Thursday, March 17, 2022. Well, we got another story of a cop involving children and pictures. This one comes out of Jacksonville.com. Excuse me, I had a big lunch, so yeah, I'm going to be burping through these videos. This is reported on March 16, 2022. Nude images sent on Snapchat to Clay County teen boy leads to arrest of Jacksonville sheriff officer. There you go. Now, before I even read the story, because I have not really read the story, maybe the first couple sentences. How stupid can you be? You are sending, anytime you send an email, a text message, you have a written document of what you just did. So you got a little thing for a teen boy, and you're going to send him a picture of your wee-wee? That's dumb. It's dumb. Because you sent it, it came from you, and it went to him. So you are sending your pictures to a minor. That right there is getting you in trouble. And you can't argue it. There's no arguing. The only thing you can do at that point there is you have to work out a plea deal, because otherwise you're guilty as all sin. All right, let's read the story and find exactly what happened here. A veteran Jacksonville Sheriff's Office patrolman has been arrested after a high school student received obscene images on his Snapchat social media account in the past year, the Clay County Sheriff's Office said. So this cop, I haven't read past that paragraph there. So this cop obviously has some kind of rapport with this kid and feels maybe he can send pictures like that. So obviously they're having a sexual conversation. Alondro Carmona, a Clay County resident who has 15 years on the force, was charged Tuesday with online solicitation of a child, transmission of harmful material to a child, and unlawful use of a two-way communication device, meaning his phone. He was immediately suspended as the investigation continues into whether there could be other underage recipients of nude images and videos, sheriff officials said. So he's taking pictures and videos of his private parts, and who knows what he's doing with himself, and he's sending it out. Now, how embarrassing is that going to be when you're going to sit in the courtroom and they're going to play some footage of you doing your business and sending pictures? How embarrassed are you going to feel? So this guy should also be charged with stupidness. I keep saying this time and time again. Stupidness needs to be a crime. Booked a $100,000 bail. He posted that and was released. Clay County Under Sheriff Ron Lenvey said the victim was 16 years old when he first met Carmona a year ago at a Clay County gymnasium. So this cop is hanging around gymnasium. Well, I guess he's involved in some kind of after-school program or disadvantaged kids athletic program. Carmona, 47, asked for the student's Snapchat link with the teen, initially believing he would be sending workout information, Lenvey said. Well, I guess the cop was the one doing the workout. You figured that well out. Okay, let's see. Snapchat is a social media system that allows someone to send images and videos that are erased as soon as they are viewed, Lenvey said, but instead of workout advice, the unidentified victim began to get unusual requests to send pictures of himself with his shirt off, Lenvey said. After a few months of Snapchatting, the victim was sent lewd images of Carmona, including photos and videos featuring full frontal nudity, Lenvey said. The teen also received pictures of Carmona in uniform. Boy, this cop is really dumb, isn't he, people? Carmona is the second Jacksonville sheriff's officer arrested so far this year. Remember, people, it's just an isolated incident and in no way represents the hard work that the rest of the dedicated perverts are doing. So Carmona has so far refused to resign. So the department will seek termination. This guy, well, I guess he's only 15 years on the job, so there's going to be no pension involved. So the only thing he can get is the money that he paid in, I suppose. So the department will seek termination due to felony charges, although Carmona has civil service protection and confided as the case heads to trial. Well, something like that, I would encourage the prosecutors to not make any deals, and if they've got evidence, they probably got this kid, notified them, and they set this clown up, and then he sent the pictures, and then they were able to grab the pictures when they were sent. So no doubt they've got the information on him to convict him, and so he doesn't want to resign. Because if he resigns, maybe that implies being guilty. But dude, you're busted. How you going to work every day and everybody's looking and say, yeah, you're sending naked pictures of yourself to a 16-year-old boy, 17-year-old boy? You couldn't wait another year? Investigation began in late February when the Clay County Sheriff's Office got a tip that an unidentified officer had befriended a teen at a local gym. Lenway said the tip also said the officer had sent inappropriate images from his smartphone. And now you hear, another angle on this is that, not every teen loves cops. So you're sending these things, and maybe this kid became very uncomfortable. I'm going to tell you a story, not to the extent of what this was, but I was a freshman in high school at Monmouth Regional High School, where I do many of my videos from in the summertime. And there was a janitor there, and I won't mention his name. And he was kind of a skinny, tall, lanky guy, kind of, not well-looking by any means. And I can remember this guy always coming down at lunchtime when I was sitting by myself, and he would come sit at the table and talk to me, and I felt very uncomfortable. And, your age of 14 years old, you don't know what to do. And I remember saying to a friend that I knew who was a little bit older than me, he was a senior. And he used to sit at the table. I used to sit at the table with him because I felt safe. I was a freshman, and I wasn't a big guy. And I used to tell him about that, and kind of dismissed it. But I was uncomfortable about this whole thing, and I would just try to get away from this guy. And eventually, he left me alone. It wasn't like I had to go do anything. Maybe my older friend there said something to somebody about it, but that guy used to come and sit down at the table and want to talk to me, and I wanted to be left alone. It creeped me out. I didn't want some 40-something-year-old guy coming over and talking to me, and it's like, I'm a small guy with red hair, I'm not going to get into it. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. It's uncomfortable, and when you're young like that, you don't know what to do, because back in them days, your parents didn't sit down and say anything to you about those things, how to handle it, because it wasn't like it is now. And, I've always told my daughter, nobody does anything to you you don't like, and if they do, I want to know about it. You'll be in trouble for not telling me. The investigation, Clay County investigators found the teen and interviewed him about the Snapchat content, provide more details. They talked with friends who had been confided with about the Snapchat images, as well as a witness who saw one of the nude videos, Lenway said. Then the victim allowed an internet crimes against children detective to take over the Snapchat account and assumed his identity as online conversations continued with the suspect, Lenway said. The undercover detective confirmed the suspect was a Jacksonville police officer who knew the victim had just turned 17, Lenway said. In fact, he asked if he could send the underage victim naked workout video. He asked if he could send so the cop wants to send the underage victim naked workout videos, Lenway said. He, Kimona, then messaged back that he had already sent them to him anyway. So he tells him that he wants to send him naked picture of him working out. The undercover posing sends back, no, I don't want it. And then the cop says, well, it's too late. I sent him already. The suspect made multiple requests for nude flexing videos and sent instructions on how those should be taken. The veteran Jacksonville police detective failed jailed in felony arrest after an inmate received access to the information. No, that's something else. The suspect also sent messages to the victim account saying he could trust him to keep it between the two of them and that the videos would automatically delete after they were reviewed. Lenway said one video showed the suspect had his face visible, wearing only a towel, which then dropped away to reveal full nudity. Lenve advised parents to watch what their children do online, especially with Snapchat, which invites potential problems since it's designed to delete messages after viewing. And once again, don't let your kids hang around cops or let the cops hang around your kids. Just because they're cops does not mean that they are fine, upstanding people in the community. On the contrary, I'd be more concerned. How many times have we read these stories, done these stories where the parents, oh, it was with the cop, I thought they were good people. No, they use that as their cover. And it concerns that there would be other victims. Lenve asked anyone with information on this case or any related child exploitation to contact the Clay County Sheriff's Office. And that is that. So we have a cop hanging out at the gym with young kids and buddying up to this one kid and asking for naked pictures and workout pictures, and he's sending pictures of him naked, and who knows what else he was doing with himself in those videos. One can only imagine. I know it's a disturbing thought to think, but you know what I'm saying, and I'll put my money on the fact that he was doing those kind of things on the video. So we got another cop with sexual problems, sexual predator of children, and hopefully he'll go to jail for a little while. No deals for him. I'm John Van Dyke for New Jersey Exposed.
It sound right, boys.
It's always disappointing when we have an occasion when an officer has tarnished the badge, but it's heartening to know that we have so many more that are honoring their oath to protect and serve their communities.